Hello, everybody. It's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. Look, I was ready to get into this review and have a good time about last night's episode, but my good friend, a part of Kamisha Reviews panel, Confessions of a Reality Queen, she just dropped a snippet of Giselle and Robin's podcast into our group chat. And I kind of want to play it from you all and talk about it. Or should I do, I should do a separate, I ain't going to do a separate video. This all going to be one video. I want to play it for you all and talk about it. Hey, Inga, welcome back. You came back just in time, girl. And then we're going to talk about the episode because I listened to a little bit of the snippet and then I paused and I said, no, I got to get on live and talk about this. The snippet is Robin confessing to Giselle on, whatever they podcast called, that she knew about the Juan situation. Like Karen said, Juan sleeping with a blonde head and you know about it. She's pretty much giving confirmation. And I turned it off right when she was getting ready to talk about her sadness because I really don't care about her sadness. But let's listen to it together and let's gather Giselle and Robin real quick and then get into the episode. Okay, let's see if we can all hear this. Inga, let me know in the chat if you can't hear.
First of all, I was aware of the situation. Before we filmed season 7.
Right.
And because this young lady was so pressed to tell me and to tell you, Giselle,
yes,
I assume she told the whole cast.
Right, because she DM'd me.
Right.
She's talking about
so
Karen.
All of season 7, I'm just like waiting for somebody to bring it up.
Because Karen is good for thinking she got some tea.
Right. Or anybody. I mean, like that's
tea.
Our life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just ready for it. I'm waiting for it. And so when we were in Mexico and Ashley tells me that Karen, was talking about us, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is it.
Right.
And she talks about some blonde holding hand, him holding hands with a blonde in Georgetown that looks like Karen. I'm like, okay, this is ridiculous.
This is ridiculous.
Okay.
But it's true.
Right. So that was, it was kind of comical to me. So then we go down that road. But however, I was already aware of the situation and I expected to talk about it on season 7.
Right.
Now, the situation, when it was presented to me, was handled, was discussed. It was handled. It was something we had to work through,
Okay.
It was not something that it was just like, oh, okay, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
No. However, there are a lot of things that need to be cleared up with what's being said with what allegedly happened, which did not. First of all, I was aware of the situation.
It went off. Okay. I don't like Giselle and Robin. I ain't never listened a day to that reasonably messy podcast, but I want to hear the rest. I want to hear the rest because she was just getting ready to break it down, what was true and what wasn't. But basically what I did here, which is why I can't stand these ladies. I can't stand them. She pretty much just made it seem like Karen was lying about it. Like I knew it was going to happen and I knew about it. And I was just waiting for somebody to say something. So when Karen said it, I was like, oh, here we go. Then just to say, oh, me and Juan addressed it and it was hard. We had to work through it. But, it wasn't something I was like, oh, okay. But we worked through it. Girl, you did say, oh, okay. This man, your words, Robin, your words, has been cheating on you since the moment you've at least pushed out one of them babies. He wasn't helping you change diapers. He was having affairs on you all up and throughout the NBA. He was having affairs on you all up and after you lost all his money. He was just on production because I saw the clip, the repeat, of where he said if it wasn't for them 2 kids, he wouldn't even want to be with you. So I just want to know, what did you work out and not say, oh, okay? Because it seems like your entire relationship with you, this is the pattern. The man cheats. He does whatever little song and dance he has to do to get your forgiveness. You forgive him and now y'all married again. Like, do you understand the fool that you sound? And you sitting up here hee ha ha with Giselle, and she the biggest fool. She the biggest fool. She got cheated on all up throughout the church with the babies all up and down the pew. And you think because Giselle agrees with you that you sticking by this man is right? I don't even feel bad for you. I don't. Like, this is just the blonde of this year. So it's gonna be a redhead next year, a brunette. Like, this is what this man does. He cheats on you. You say y'all work it out. How y'all working it out and ain't never left the household? But you know what? This is like what the old folks say. Is that the dog barking? I can't tell if that's my dog or the dog outside next door. I think it's the dog outside next door, but I can't tell. No, that's my dog, but I don't know what he's barking for. I ain't about to get up and look either. Back to the point. This is Robin. If you like it, I love it for you, girl. Keep being a fool for your man. But okay, that was that little clip. I'm not about to try to figure out the rest of it. If I come across the episode, because they talking in the chat, if they put the rest of it, I might talk about the rest of it. But that kind of pisses me off. You all up on the TV calling Juan, getting him all upset about, telling your business. He don't want his business on these cameras. And for the whole time, it's to be true. And y'all worked it out. I would like to know more of what he had to do. Because clearly he still married him. I feel like at this point, Juan can do whatever he wants to with Robin and she'll be there, because I don't think Robin can see herself in any other kind of situation. And it's sad because at your big age, you the same big age as me, but at your big age, you don't have any self-worth. And you don't believe that you deserve a man that will treat you better than how Juan Dixon has been treating you. But girl, again, if you like it, I love it. Anyway, moving on from that, I was just getting into that because I just saw that in our group chat, but let's get into the episode. So Real Housewives of Potomac this week wasn't nothing but a big game of telephone. All they did was go from house to house and figure out who ate who box and tell all the business that went down in Mexico. Like, we didn't just see 3 episodes of what went down in Mexico. I don't give a damn. This is going to be a quick review because they ain't really talk about nothing. So the beginning of the episodes opens up about who ate who box. Wendy says Mia slithered over to her and said, I want to eat your box. And then Mia says they was all flashing coochies and Wendy did the spread eagle and showed her coochie. And then Mia showed Wendy her coochie, but Wendy touched it. They kissed in the mouth at some point at the beach. Let's wrap all of this up in a bow. It ain't enough liquor in the country of Mexico that'll make me want to drink and flash vaginas and look at vaginas and lick vaginas with my homegirls. It's not. And even, let's say it did happen with one of my homegirls. It's never going to happen with a bitch that threw a drink, a purse, and a cell phone upside my head. It ain't enough liquor in North America, Mexico, South America, all the continents and the countries. It ain't enough liquor for me to want to do anything such sexual with that bitch. And it makes it hard for people like me, Wendy, who was going to bat for you, who was like, these bitches don't like you, they colorist, they doing XYZ. Just for me, a couple of episodes later, looking like you begging to be these bitches' friends. And I understand it's hard because none of you all are true friends and you need somebody to film with. And I believe Karen only filming with you because Karen on the outs right now too. I really feel like if Candace, and I'm not blaming this on Candace, I'm just making a statement. If Candace was more ride or die for you and you all were a true clique, like Giselle and Robin are a clique, like if you and Candace was a true clique, maybe you wouldn't have this what people call pick me persona on this show. Because it seems like these ladies dog you out, but then as soon as they want to give you a little bone, like, oh, we might be friends, you could film with us today, and you all of, oh, yeah. Like, I'm like, Wendy, it would have, it would always be fuck Mia. And I'm not even supposed to be cursing in my videos, but I feel like this one I'm just gonna have to say curse words in. But it would always be fuck Mia if it was me. Fuck that bitch. It ain't enough apologizing, and it ain't enough none of that. Especially she didn't even apologize. She said, I feel like you are insecure around me. She's saying, bitch, and then she gonna tell Giselle, well, I think she jealous of me. And they talking about they jealous of each other. And maybe, no, maybe she ain't jealous. Maybe she just wanted to eat my box. Now, mind you, I don't believe Mia for a second. I believe the way Ashley told the story is how it went down. You all got drunk. Y'all was showing each other y'all vaginas for whatever reason. Y'all wanted to show them to each other. And I believe Mia was the sexual, I don't want to say aggressor, but leader of the box eating conversations, if any box eating conversations actually went down. Now, if y'all kissed in the mouth on the beach because y'all was drunk, hey, I used to have a roommate who was a lesbian way back in the day. And it it would surprise me because she never wanted to be with other lesbians. She only liked having sex with straight girls. And it would amaze me how many straight girls would bang, 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 knock, knock, knock every night on our door and be so curious to want to be with her. And I understand people have that curiosity. Do your thing. It just amazed me. Like, y'all can't find nobody to do the lesbian stuff with, but the straight girls be down for it. They would be down for it. So maybe Wendy in her drunken state had a moment of curiosity. But guess what? It'll never be with a bitch who assaulted me. But I'm going to leave that there. What I want to tell Giselle, because Giselle had a moment where she was like, I want to hear the story, so because I'm going to tell it, and I'm put my spin on it, and I don't even care what's true or not. My story going to be better anyway. Ladies, I need you all to adhere to what Giselle is saying, because she's been doing this since season 1. Number 1, Giselle's point on the show is to tell everybody business. And if she don't like you, she gonna put 20 on 10 to make the story sound worse than what it is. Keep that in mind for when we get to the Karen situation at the end. So everybody is talking about the box eating situation. I don't care. Let's get on to Robin's bachelorette party. Now I want to say something nice about Giselle. They all at Mia's house. They getting on the boat, the bus, whatever it is. Giselle walks up in this lavender party dress. Like, it's skin tight. I don't know what material it is. It looked like leather or something. It nothing special about it, just a little spaghetti strap party dress. Giselle, you look good in that. You look nice in that party dress. Mind you, I just told my best friend that I feel like lavender, that baby lavender purple color, is going to be the color of the spring. Like, I'm already preparing in my mind the outfits I want to get in lavender. Like, confessions of a shopaholic. Like, I already bought my Easter dress and it's lavender, and I got the matching lavender sandals. So I feel like it's going to be the color of the spring. But anyway, I said that to say, we see you on the show and your skimpy dress is looking nice. Why did you come to the reunion in your choir robe? You just can't get it together, Giselle. You just can't get it together. But anyway, it seemed for a moment that lavender was the color of the theme of the party, because about 3-4 people came to the party in lavender dresses, but then Candace came in a black cat suit. Charisse tried her best. I don't know what Charisse had on at the little bachelorette party. It looked a mess. But Mia and Ashley came in the same snake print bodysuit. Now, mind you, Ashley said whores know whores, and whores all shop at the same store and wear snake print bodysuits. Now, I ain't gonna never call myself no whore. Never ever. But I like the little snake print bodysuit. I thought it was cute. I thought neither one of them had no hips. Like, y'all done got all the BBL, but no hips. Mia. But anyway, hell, if I had a flat stomach, I'd put it on. So I'm not gonna shade them for their snake print bodysuit. I loved it. Now, it was a cat suit. Now, I would put that on if they had a snake print like sheer bodysuit, and I put it on with me some high waisted jeans and a belt. I would wear that shit. I thought it was cute. I thought it was cute, and I thought it was funny. They came on the bus with the same outfit, really the same hairstyle. Now we get on the bus. Robin show up, and it's a shame when it's your party and you the worst dressed. It's a shame. I will never be the worst dressed at my party. And I'm damn near not gonna be the worst dressed at anybody else's party. I just love the dress. But Robin, that green half matte, half sequence business party suit you had on was a mess. I ain't like it, but I ain't expect too much more. They getting drunk on the bus. They was drunk the moment they stepped off the bus. And I'm not mad at that. Ashley don't have a you right, Inga. Mia got a fake butt, but she forgot to get the fat added to the sides. But Ashley just doing her best with what she got. Ashley doesn't know how to dress for her body. She thinks because she's small and tiny, she could wear anything. But a lot of stuff, Charles said I could say it. A lot of times, Ashley, you look like a boy in a dress, especially that reunion dress when I saw you walking. I'm like, girl, where are your hip pads? You don't know how to dress for the body that you have. But let's get off of people's body because I don't want to body shame. I ain't trying to body shame. I was just giving my critique. But moving on to the party, I don't mind going to a strip club. Like I've been to, yeah, you right, Inga. Charisse did look the worst. Charisse looked the worst. So Robin, your homegirl Charisse saved you. But you was a close second. A very close second. But anyway, I don't mind going to, matter of fact, I expect to go to a strip club for a bachelorette party. I would have personally preferred a male strip club. No, I don't like male strip clubs. I would have preferred a house party with male strippers because I feel like when it's a house party or an event party with the male strippers, you get a better show than if you go to a male strip club. It's not the same show. But anyway, I would have preferred some male strippers. But you know, if you're gonna take me to see female strippers, because I have been, you agree? I know you agree, Inga. If you're gonna take me to see female strippers, because I have been to female strip clubs, I want to see titties and I want to see ass. I don't want to see flat asses and I don't want to see flat chests. Like if we're gonna go look at it, let's look at it. I want to see the asses do tricks. And I guess because I've been to the ATL and Miami strip clubs, those girls have huge asses and they could do amazing tricks that I could never do with my ass. So if I got to go to the female strip club, that's what I want to see. I want to hear some hip hop music. I want us to get fucked up in the strip club and have a good time. Now they had the best time that they could with these flat booties, but it looked like Robin was enjoying herself. And that's all that matters. And all the ladies enjoyed themselves. And when you that drunk, that's all that matters is the fun. Now they was eating that food up like they had smoked them a couple of joints or blunts in that thing. They was tearing that steak and lobster up. And I don't know about them. When I'm drunk like that, I don't like to eat a lot of food like that because it's just all gonna come back up. When I get drunk like that, I like to eat simple, like some wings and maybe some chips and dip, something that's not, but that lobster with that butter and that steak with all that gravy, that steak looked nasty to me, but they was tearing it up. They was tearing it up. And the ladies had on gowns, like Mia said, but I noticed she went from that gown to being butt ass naked. The strippers were horrible. They wasn't popping nothing. They was barely swinging around the pole. Like, see, we done seen enough strippers, especially over there on the Jocelyn's Cabaret. We know how you supposed to be popping ass in the strip club, and that wasn't it. Mia, that was not it. But anyway, they had a good time. Yeah, the wings look good. I don't like steak with gravy either. Like, I would have sent that back. I'm like, what's this on my steak? Mm-mm. But anyway, back to the party at hand. It got messy when they started talking about Wendy and Karen. They started spilling each other's business. They started talking about the box eating and the Mexico trip. Who cares? Now they get to talking about Karen. And I feel like Charisse couldn't wait to say what she had to say. She was like, I've been with this bitch Karen. The last time I've been with her, she was fucking somebody in the bathroom. She known all over Potomac for sleeping with everybody and getting drunk. Then they went around the table asking all the ladies, yeah, I heard a little something like that. And then Giselle couldn't wait to co-sign. And this is what I don't like about bitches like Giselle. Because see, I've watched Giselle do a couple of interviews for the show. You know, some of the stars, I don't know why she's the star of the show, but some of the stars of the cast go out and do interviews before the season. And one of the things Giselle has always said was this season, Charisse is going to spill some tea about Karen that she's had in her back pocket, but never wanted to say on camera. But once Charisse says it, she feels like it's go time. I don't like bitches like that. If you got something in your back pocket about me, say it to my face. Don't have no other bitch come up here and spray me just so you could co-sign. I don't like that, and I don't respect that about Giselle. Now, the one thing I believe is true, because Giselle was like, yeah, it's true about the blue eyes because Karen lost her license back in the day and Ray set her up with a driver. The way Giselle spit that out of her mouth, that was facts. That was facts. It sounded like the truth to me. Now, I'm going to say this. If in the past, for whatever reason, because none of us is too high and mighty that we can't have a fall from grace, where we can't fall into abusing alcohol, where we may fall into abusing a prescription drug, we may fall into abusing a hardcore drug. You don't know what you will do until you face it. And nobody is that high and mighty to say what they will and may not fall into in this life. I would hope to not, because see, Angie, stick to the fact, stick to the point you're trying to make, don't go into yourself. But anyway, we all hope to not fall into anything like that. But say Karen did have a drinking problem back in the day, and she did get caught with a DUI and lost her license, and Ray had to hook her up with a driver. To me, that's not something you use to read somebody with, especially if they went to rehab to get help. If people are going to rehab to get help, you should be encouraging them. You know, if you see them maybe drinking a little bit too much, like, girl, this, or I'm proud of you for going to rehab and getting help. You can encourage somebody else to go to rehab and get help since you did it. Like, don't use it to shame somebody. You should use it like Karen had this issue and she got up and got herself help. Because one thing I'm going to say about Karen, and mind you, I only know Karen from the 60 Minutes I see her on my TV screen every Sunday night. I don't know shit else about Karen. But from the 60 Minutes I see Karen every Sunday night, she doesn't look like a drunk. She doesn't carry herself as an alcoholic. She doesn't carry herself as a functioning alcoholic. Because people who are alcoholics and the way they drink on this show, they don't know how to stop. They don't know how to stop. Once you start drinking, you don't be like, oh, I'm on camera, cut it off. Like, you aren't conscious of that. So I don't think Karen is an alcoholic. Did she have a point in her life where maybe she abused alcohol and she went out and got some help? Maybe. But I don't think we should shame people for that. I don't. It's another reason why I don't feel like people who have these drug addicted parents of the past. I don't like when they bring their parents on the show and talk about, oh, my mama was on crack all these years, and some mama ain't even off crack. Like, look at the girl from Bell Collector, her mama ain't even off crack. But I feel like you bring your parents on here to tell their story, but people end up using it as reads in your face. Well, look at your drug addict mama, or look at your low budget mama, even though Candace ain't know her mama was low budget at the time. I just don't like to see it. Like, if we aren't using it as a platform to uplift others to get help, I don't think you should use rehab as something you should throw into somebody's face, because you don't know what may trigger them to make. Now, of course, people should be in charge of their own bodies, but you still don't want to trigger people. And I feel like Charisse, Giselle, y'all miserable bitches for doing that and using this as a way to try to spray Karen. Now, Karen fucking in bathrooms and fucking people all over Potomac, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I definitely don't believe the Grand Dame was fucking in anybody's restroom stall. I just don't, especially at her age, because Charisse talking about in the years I knew her, which means, so that's from what, 52 to 59? I don't believe it. I don't believe Karen at 52 was having sex in a bathroom stall. I just don't believe it. Now, is there something going on with this blue eyes person? Maybe. But I also believe the same way Robin knows what the hell Juan is doing and Ashley know what the hell Michael be out there doing, Ray also has the same understanding with his wife. Like Mia said, the older men, when they can no longer perform, that it's so they okay if they wife go out and have a couple of dates, eye candy, as Karen like to call it. I got me a little bit of eye candy. Ray knows what it is. He knows at the end of the day, his wife loves him and is taking care of him. But if she get a little bit of horny and need a little break off piece from the blue eyes, Ray is like, as long as you keep it over there and out the streets. And I think what is upsetting Karen about this blue eye situation, mind you, it's all allegedly, I'm just giving my 2 cents of what I think about it, is that the ladies want to bring her private business with this man out in the streets. And that's what Ray doesn't want. That's because no man wants to admit, yeah, I let my wife have eye candy because I can't perform the way I used to. Men at every age have an ego. I don't care if you 80, I don't know how old Ray is, 70, 80, 30, 40. Men have egos and don't, no matter what the situation is, they don't want their wife's business to be all out in the street like, yeah, I let her do this because I can't perform. But while Mia is out here spreading jokes about who man can climb what stairs, girl, your man don't look like he could catch a flight of stairs without being out of breath himself. And mind you, Jacqueline already sprays your tea about the D you not getting at home. So Mia, you shouldn't be too quick to make jokes at what Ray is doing with Karen. But anyway, I said all that to say these are some miserable bitches on this show. Charisse is miserable bitch number 1. Giselle is miserable bitch number 2. And Robin, you are very close third. Very. And I know you miserable because you sitting up here marrying a man that ain't did nothing but cheat on you. You really are identical to Giselle. The only difference between Juan and Giselle's ex is that Juan ain't got babies spread out across the basketball courts the way Jamal had babies spread out amongst the church pews. Y'all really are the same. Really are the same. So you sitting up here taking advice from Giselle is like taking the same bad advice you would give yourself. Both of y'all need some self-esteem. But anyway, that's all I have to give. What else went on in this episode? That was it. 30 minutes of talking was enough for this episode. I'm not for sure what day the panel is going to come up. And we're gonna read and get into the episode some more. But Kamisha hasn't let us know, but if it's not tomorrow, it'll be Wednesday. But I definitely will post it on my community page and on Instagram. What we do the Kamisha Reviews panel. We have a good time reading the ladies over there, and I can't wait to see what the group has to say about this past episode. Next week's when is the reunion? When is the reunion? Candace is doing her little thing. Chris Bassett is getting ready to cuss out Ashley, and I'm here for it. I can't wait to see Ashley get cussed out. And I don't want to hear nothing about, oh, a man is cussing me out. Look, I'm the type of lady, I can't speak for all the women in the world. I'm not mad at a man for cussing you out because he can't slap you in the face. No violence. Nobody should be slapping anybody in the face. But I don't feel like women should be able to come at men disrespectfully and a man has to always walk away. Sometimes they can cuss your ass out. They're not putting their hands on you. And Ashley, the bullshit you doing this season, you and Giselle, y'all need to be cussed out for messing with that man. So I can't wait to see it. I heard on Watch What Happens Live that Mia has an awful reunion. The lies catching up to you, Mia. And Candace also said, who else did she say had a bad reunion? Andy tried to say Giselle, but I feel like Andy always protects Giselle. But I feel like the one that needs to be in that hot seat is Robin and Charisse. But we'll get to it. Just hurry up and reunion me. I'm tired of the episodes. Let's go ahead and get to the reunion. But you want Chris to cuss out. Yes, Chris needs to cut. What did Robin do? Robin didn't do nothing to Chris, but Mia could be cussed out because Mia lied on Chris. I heard Deborah, what's her child name? The Sesame Street character is supposed to be at the reunion. Girl, why you would show up to get cussed out, I don't know. But I just can't wait to see what's going to happen at this reunion. I would like to ask some questions because I have a couple of questions for Wendy myself. But we'll get into the reunion when we get to it again. When the panel is ready, I'll let you all know what day the panel will be. It will either be tomorrow or Wednesday night, but I will let you know. I feel like I've been online all day looking a mess. So maybe when the panel comes back, I'll have a little bit of makeup on for y'all, but I just wasn't in the mood for it today. I don't like Robin. I just want to see her get cussed out. Look, the one who's going to cuss out Robin is Karen. That's going to be the one. And I want to know, will Juan be there? Probably not. Probably not. But anyway, thank you all for watching. Please, if you're on the rewatch, get in the comments. Let me know what you thought about this week's episode. And like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see you one day this week for the panel and next week for my next review. Have a good one, y'all. Bye.